Thank you so much, guys, for joining me, and welcome back to episode 2 of San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo. Let's get started. So, passing the hot tubs from last episode, I encountered this cool other jeweler store too with the same cool front. And I passed one of my favorite stands, the bug pin stand. These are all real and they're very beautiful, and it probably took forever to do each and every one of them, so give that guy props. Now we get to see Billy the Hat Maker, the legend who made 2 hats for a legend. I say this because back in 2018, he made 2 hats for the Mexican singer Vicente Fernandez. And for those who don't know, he's a pretty big deal in Mexico. Well, was at least. He passed away in 2021. But his music and legend will still live on. After leaving the marketplace, I actually found a cool live stock auction. Check it out. After the auction, I saw this dude playing cornhole by himself. He wasn't that good. Feast your eyes, viewer. This is the one, and well, pretty much the few places you can get a baton-sized corn dog for $6 here in Texas. No, I'm being serious. These things are huge. I didn't get a picture one because the people wanted me to buy one, but you guys know I'm cheap, so I didn't buy one. But there's the picture. There was, of course, other stands with their own unique decorations, so it's pretty much the same thing, but just a different look. Continuing on, I finally approached the carnival. Of course, it was still daytime and it was still early, so it wasn't really open, but still, I went in to take some photos. Not to be a downer, but this was just like any other carnival. It had its food, rides, games, maze attractions, and also a haunted attraction. I continued forward and wait. I think he wants to say something. What does he want to say? Subscribe. Moving forward from a traumatic event, there was also this cool attraction and more of the same generic carny attractions. But it wasn't bad though. I mean, it was still a pretty nice carnival too. Lots of games, some new rides honestly, and some rides when I was younger. So I give this an A. Finding my way out of the carnival, I saw this cool stand and also saw this in the entrance as well that I forgot to record earlier. It's a beautiful little water fountain. Definitely very Texan. And this little gem happened to slip my eye before I entered the carnival. It was located right before you enter the carnival, on the left side. It was pretty cool. World War II era vehicles. I then entered this arena, and it was some kind of sheep show. All the sheep were sheared. Try to say that fast 3 times. But yeah, I believe this is because so they wouldn't spread any infection or any kind of bugs or parasites to other sheep. But yet again, I'm just assuming. But going to the center of the arena, I believe they were giving some kind of show of some sort. I wasn't too familiar with this, but it was an interesting sight to see. Plus, I've never seen a bald sheep before too. Backtracking from where I came, I finally saw some food in front of these meal stands. And it looked real good, honestly. I wanted me to get some, but it was just a little overpriced. But making my way to the far back, I saw this cool area, and it turns out pigs are the 5th most smartest animal. And behind this fun fact board was where the pig races were being held. Across from there was the merry-go-round with ponies. It was a cool sight to see. And I also found this freaking awesome bicycle. The owner of this bike had jokes. Not exactly world-class comedian material, but it got to the point. There was also a spool of this stuff right next to the bicycle. And on the outside to the right was an old-fashioned fire truck, right in front of the San Antonio Fire Department's, I guess, canopy or exhibit. But yeah, that truck really caught my eye, and also this inflatable boot too. Across from their stand was a piece of history, an old-fashioned wagon. And across from this gem was another Texas icon, the Texas Longhorn. Fun fact, this is the official large mammal of the state of Texas. And a little history lesson. After the Civil War around 1865, the former Confederate states of the South economies were pretty much destroyed. However, thanks to the Texas Longhorn, the Texas economy recovered faster than all the other southern states. And this time period being known as the Texas Cattle Drive era between 1865 and 1885. But it was their sacrifice that made them immortalized in the state, because they were basically loaded onto rail carts and sent to Chicago slaughterhouses to satisfy the beef needs of the East Coast. Yeah. Well, all interesting and depressing history lessons aside, I saw this cool area right here. Continue on going back from where I came from, aka my car, I encountered this horse crossing. They were actually exiting the practice arena or warm-up arena we saw earlier in the video, or last video. It was a simple but very interesting sight to see, honestly. You don't really see that every day, or see a sign like that every day too. After they finished all crossing, I also encountered another cop posse of cowboys. Only this time it was the 6 horsemen of the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo event. Passing these horsemen, I encountered this interesting character. I didn't know what the sign said until I actually passed right in front of her. She's just a help person. She was pretty cool though. She seemed in character too, I guess. Back in the arena, I saw this cool stand with a bunch of taxidermy of all kinds of animals. Crested caracars, which are my favorite word. Turkeys, wild hogs, got plenty of those out here in the ranch. Deer, pheasants, and definitely not a stuffed bear. And my most favorite of them all, the chupacabra, or dog with mage. But for this video, to make it less depressing, it's the chupacabra, at least the American one. But I know whoever did this, they knew what they were doing. They had this one kind of hidden. I didn't even see it. But when I saw it, oh, it was so freaking awesome. So me being me, I had to take a picture of this. Oh, and it turns out too, they do have a stuffed bear. So after seeing this cool side and leaving the arena, I encountered this cool signs next to the wild animal exhibit. Reading these informations off the signs both amazed me, surprised me, and kind of horrified me. The last few things I saw were this cool card, these cool boots, the Hall of Fame, and inside the Hall of Fame too. That was pretty nice. I was surprisingly really quiet when I was walking inside. It was a nice little spot to stop by. And this lady was giving a meat presentation. Well, that's pretty much the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day, be safe, and take care.